Hi, my name is Lelia Davis, and I created this collection of paintings for my show entitled Crucial, based on landscapes of Colorado. I started with this landscape here, and my idea was to highlight the areas of landscapes that we don't normally see. We usually take in the broader picture, but we don't see the smaller parts of it. And as an environmentalist, I see these as the most crucial part of our environment. And I wanted to highlight those and bring awareness to protecting our waterways and just our environment in general. So what I did is I highlighted this area here, and moving over to this one, I created a larger version of it. And then I picked out some parts of this one that I liked and went ahead and highlighted this one, which shows this in greater detail and continues to show the plant life on the water. And then the last one I did in this series is this one, which highlights just one of those plants and its relationship with the water. And the next series I did, I call the Blue Series. And this is actually what I saw when I looked at the South Platte River and the sunlight coming through the reeds. I found really, really interesting and decided to highlight that idea. And so I took this image and blew them up on Blue Series 3 and Blue Series 2. They came out roughly the same scale, but I like the smaller composition size, and I just thought it allowed you to pay closer attention to what it was I was trying to get at. This one here is all by itself, but I'll explain the origin of it. This painting was actually the beginning of this entire theme. So before I even did the others I discussed in the beginning, I started with this one. I had done a painting of a waterway, and no matter what I did to this painting, I just couldn't get it to look the way I wanted it to. But I kept trying to save it because there was one area I really, really liked. And I just thought, I can't scrap this painting because I just love this one part. So I decided to just paint that one part. And this is what happened. And this is the same idea. It's plant life on top of the water. But I added kind of a digital style to it just to kind of see how that would work. And really that was inspired by something like with the Blue Series, the light coming through the plants and the leaves. And I just thought that was just a really cool way to highlight that part. It is called Marsh Mother because, like mothers, it feeds us, it nurtures us, it is responsible for our oxygen supply, just everything in the environment. And so because it plays such an important role, I wanted to highlight the water and the plant life again. And so I did that by picking out parts of the composition that I thought really jumped out at me or spoke to me, and those are here. And it's kind of fun just to be able to place those exactly where they go. But those are just some fun abstracts that came from this idea. And lastly, I belong to a conservation group called Colorado Open Lands, and they take me on tours of all of their land, and I get to see everything that they protect. And because they protect it, I'm able to see it. And so I just really am so appreciative to them for exposing me to these parts of Colorado that I wouldn't normally see. And one of the places we visited, I learned the word fen, which the name of this piece is called Fen in Autumn. And the fen basically ends up being exactly what I've painted in this entire show, which is the plant life on water. And it's all the plant life and vegetation that grows along the waterway. It is dependent upon the waterway, and the waterway is dependent upon it to take care of its erosion risk and feed its fish and everything. So it's a very symbiotic relationship within the fen.
So I decided to highlight that part here. And then I thought this was pretty cool looking, so I decided to create a larger version of that here. I enjoyed the composition and the colors. So in a nutshell, what I like to do is paint landscapes, mostly in Colorado. And when I highlight certain areas of the landscape, it's very intentional, is to bring awareness to that particular part so that people can learn to appreciate not only the gorgeous view, but also what it's made of.